You read the title. We're back. What have I been up to?
We get out, we get back.
Nah, I've just been rage baiting online if I'm being honest. You say one thing to a girl about voting for a dictator and they get real upset. Who would have thunk it? But also, how the hell does this girl have my search history? I don't think people understand that shitting on me is literally adding gas to the fire. They're adding shit to the pit, dude. I come back 3 times stronger every time. Last time this happened, I got 10K subs, dude. So watch out. You guys are getting more content than you've ever gotten. Thank you, strange lady. Anyway, I got some obscure cards for you guys to check out. You've got a subscribe button that's either clicked or not clicked. Let's get into it. Up first, we've got a banger for a reanimator player such as myself. Visions of Dread. And let me sell you this, all right? What's that one guy say? Let me sell you this card. For 2 and a black, sorcery speed. Target opponent puts a creature card of their choice from their graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Flashback for 8 and 2 black. This spell costs X less to cast this way, where X is the greatest mana value of a commander you own on the battlefield or in the command zone. So if you're running a big boy, you could get this thing out for 2 mana for a second time. That's pretty good. So let me sell you this card. All right, we can be honest with each other, right? We're playing casual, Commander, okay? We're not trying to win as fast as possible. We're trying to play a fun game of Magic with a cool deck we built. That means one of 2 things. 1, most casual games go longer than other games. 2, most of the time there's gonna be one arch enemy at the table because we have so much time to gather resources. That makes Visions of Dread really, really good. Let me ask you, how many times in a Commander game has someone gotten out of control, gotten out of hand, gotten something on board that needs dealt with? If your answer was all the time, I believe you. Follow-up question. How many times when that happens, is there a creature in the graveyard that could fulfill what you need done on the battlefield? If you said far less, but quite often, thank you, dude. You're so honest, man. I appreciate it. Someone's got a Platinum Angel sitting over there, okay? Somehow no one has a way to deal with it. Now you can play Visions of Dread, target the person that has a Reclamation Sage in their graveyard and go, hey, want to pick that Rec Sage so we can get rid of that Platinum Angel? Thanks. Oh, do they have a Smothering Tithe on their side of the board? Hey, Rec Sage player, we're gonna need you again, buddy. Also, flashback, do that again. And all this isn't even to bring up if an opponent just has one banger creature in their graveyard, which can happen a lot. I actually really dig this. I think I'm gonna try this out in Taval because of the exact situations we just talked about. Next, Gandalf's Sanction, dude. This thing's kind of tough, honestly. 1, a blue, a red, sorcery. It deals X damage to target creature, where X is the number of instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Excess damage is dealt to the creature's controller instead. Yeah. If you're in a Spellslinger deck, 1, you're gonna copy this thing more than likely. So 2 of these, just at their lowest function, pretty good removal in a Spellslinger deck for creatures. This will take out most problem creatures on board, and that's not even bringing up how many creatures are low toughness, just come out early, annoying ass value engines nowadays. Oh, did I crack that Esper Sentinel for 12 damage, and now 11 of it's gonna carry over, and I have damage doublers in play? Yeah, sorry. You can also Sharpie the flavor text to say crack split, hand, and head, which is just good. Grade A comedy. Now come here, you listen to me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this next one's that great, but it's super interesting. It's also in like under 1,000 deck. Graven Dominator is 4 and a white for a 4/4, flying, haunt. When this card is put into a graveyard from play, remove it from the game, haunting target creature. When Graven Dominator comes into play, or the creature it haunts is put into the graveyard, each other creature becomes a 1/1 until end of turn. I think this is kind of cool. You play this in like an Aristocrats deck where you're running sack outlets, and then you just like use it as a contingency plan. Like if someone tries to swing you with something big, you can just crack the Graven Dominator, have it haunt one of your things, and then crack the thing that you're having it haunt to make everything a 1/1 until end of turn. It's kind of a weird like pseudo fog effect built into a 4/4 flying. You know where I might try this? I'm gonna put this in Arna Kennerud Sky Captain, because all my stuff's small tokens anyway. They all have 1/1 counters on them, so if they become 1/1s from Graven Dominator, I don't care. They're still gonna be big. Plus Graven Dominator itself is a 4/4 flying. That's gonna be okay. I feel like this is pretty good. You drop Graven Dominator, turn everything into a 1/1. My stuff stays big because I have 1/1 counters. Swing that turn. Keep Graven up for the haunt ability. I'm trying it. I will report back and let you know how this goes. Sentinel Sarah Lions is 3 a red and a white for a 4/4 haste. As long as an artifact entered the battlefield under your control this turn, creatures you control get +2/+2. Whenever Sentinel Sarah Leons and at least 2 other creatures attack, she deals damage equal to the number of artifacts you control to target player. Now, if you have a commander that produces artifact tokens, like let's say Anim Pakal, you could also have this be the commander and go like a treasure route with professional facebreakers, academy manufacturers, stuff like that. Fallout set, I kind of was whatever about it, so missed a bunch of stuff. Apparently so did all of us, so it's not bad. Hardened Tactician's another one that I'm really considering for my Arna token +1/+1 counter deck. And yeah, the low deck number is probably just because it's from a newer set, but honestly with the speed we're getting sets, dude, yeah, sorry. Some stuff gets overlooked. I'm going to talk about it still. For 1 a black and a white, we get a 2/4, pay 1, sack a token, draw a card. That's actually a really good engine right there. I'm hesitant about it because I don't really like sack outlets in my Arna deck because I'm trying to make my tokens really big and bash phase with them, so sacking them. Not really what I'm trying to do here. But if you're in the token deck, you're in the Gave Guru Spores deck, you're in the Alela Artful Provocateur deck, you know, I think it's pretty good if you need like a piece of card draw. Plus, that artwork is like some of the dopest shit I've ever seen in my life. So I swear I'm not making this entire list based off my Arna and Taval deck, but yeah, this next one I'm probably going to put in Taval. Rites of Spring is 1 and a green. Sorcery, discard any number of cards from your hand, search your library for that many basic land cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Now, why is this good? Well, if I got 2, 3, 4 big creatures stuck in hand, I now have a card that can just let me ditch them into grave, which in a reanimator deck is actually really useful, and then replace them with lands so I can guarantee hit my land drops for the next 2, 3, 4 turns. Again, like we said earlier, we can all like theoretically view our cards like we're all super spikes that are trying to win the game as fast as possible. Sometimes you have to acknowledge you're playing casual commander and play into it, dude. This is actually going to be pretty decent. Speaking of pretty freaking decent, we got Whip Silk and Shimmering Wings because they both do very similar things. They're both 1 blue or green. For an aura, they enchant a creature to give reach or flying, respectively, and then you can pay a green or a blue to bounce them back to your hand. Now, in a bubble, these seem not great. When you pair them with any of the when you play an enchantment card, like let's say Sigil of the Empty Throne. Oh, yeah, 2 mana, make a 4/4. Bounce it to your hand, play it again, bounce it to your hand, play. Just keep doing it all day. I've had a couple of you reach out about these cards, so shouts out to you. Okay, I'm gonna get ahead of it. The next card is from Final Fantasy, okay? I know newer cards have low deck counts. I get it, guys. Could you just let me have this one, please? I've had a rough week, all right? So can you let me have this one? My family cat we've had for years is nearing the end. My fatty liver's flaring up again. And worst of all my Are You Gay ads have turned into How Gay Are You ads. So shit's just sucked, you know? Summoner Sending is 1 and a white for an enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature from a graveyard. If you do, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Put a 1/1 counter on it if the exiled card's mana value is 4 or greater. Again, we're playing casual. It's gonna go long. Like having an engine that just turns your creatures that go to the bin into 1/1s that are potentially 2/2 flyers feels very like Bitter Blossom-esque. Sure, it's got more hoops to jump through, but it's also like got the 1/1 counter thing. Like that's good. Also, might put it in my Arna Kennery Sky Captain deck. Anyway, our next card suggested by G. Monaldo over on Patreon. And if you want to suggest a card for these lists, maybe consider becoming a patron or a YouTube member, either of which can submit to some chats you gain access to where you can submit some of your favorite obscure cards. G. Monaldo recommends Knight of Dusk's Shadow, which is 1 and a black for a 2/2 menace. Your opponents can't gain life. Pay 1 and a black to give it +1/+1 until end of turn. I love a good mud breathing? Sludge breathing? As G. Monaldo says though, 10k decks, very cheap, opponents can't gain life, and I couldn't agree more with all 3 of those. Again, we're playing casual, so if you're in some kind of like weird black stacksy deck where you're trying to just like make game actions a little bit harder, like opponents not being able to gain life. I wish this thing had protection from white though, because I'm a sucker for a black knight and a white knight, but I digress. Let me tell you about Muse Vortex. X and 2 blue, sorcery, exile the top X cards of your library. You may cast an instant or sorcery with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. You kinda already paid the mana cost, but I'll look past it. Then put the exiled instant or sorcery cards that weren't cast this way into your hand. and the rest onto the bottom of your library in any order. That's right, the rest of the instants and sorceries go to your hand, baby. Am I missing something? If you're in a Spellslinger deck, this feels like a pretty good card draw card. It's a Mind Spring with like a cast a spell for free stapled onto it. And most of the time, they just put the rest of the cards on the bottom or some stupid shit like that. This puts the rest of the instants and sorceries in your hand. That's sick. I wish this was an instant so you could do some cool counter magic plays, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I've seen the Bloomburrow like Portent card where you get to like look at the top X and play something for free card played. Not a lot, but a little bit. If you're in a Spellslinger deck, I'm kind of sitting here like, run a Muse Vortex, buddy. Hey, Budzo. Throw one of these in there. Let me tell you about a guy I know named Delirium Skeins. Or Skynes. Skeins? Shit. 2 and a black sorcery, each player discards 3 cards. Oh yeah, is this the room where I go in to fuck myself? Thank you, appreciate it. How good is this? I have no idea. Like, if you're in the tier grid deck, you're already kind of like, you know, hat on a hat here, to be honest. No, honestly, if you're in the tier grid deck, it's really disgusting. Don't put this in. Honestly underplayed because it's discard, and nobody likes discard. But I know some of you freaks out there like it, so here's a little slice of discard for you. Are you happy, you freaks? Okay, Mourner's Shield. This is another one where I'm like, I'm not sure how good it is. It seems okay if you're in a Pillow Fort deck. Pillow Fort, dude. I don't know why you guys hate when I say that word. Pillow Fort, it's a strategy. Go to EDH, type in PILL. Oh my god, what is that? What is this? There's not a chance. There's not a chance Nick's right. Yeah, okay, buddy. Nick's right. That'll happen when DaBaby, Big X, The Plug, and Mexican OT drop a song together. Mourner's Shield is 4 for an artifact. When it comes into play, you may remove target card in a graveyard from the game, and you can pay 2 and tap it. Prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn by a source of your choice that shares a color with the imprinted card. I don't know how good it is. I know that like the Circle of Protection cards only prevent 1 instance of damage, and Mourner's Shield says this turn. So if you, let's say, exile a red card, you'll be able to tap this and turn off someone's impact tremors, let's say. That's pretty decent, actually. Or if there's a Voltron deck at the table, exile any color card from a graveyard that shares a color with their commander, and then prevent that commander from dealing damage to you with Mourner's Shield. How good is this? I'm not sure. I think it's okay. I think it's cool enough to like be ran more than it's ran, so here it is. And then finally we've got Blitz of the Thunder Raptor, being 1 in a red for an instant that deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of instants or sorceries in your graveyard, and if it would die, exile it instead. Again, if you're in a spell-heavy Spellslinger deck, I think this is actually a pretty good piece of creature removal. Which, let's be honest, if you're in mono red outside of Chaos Warp and a couple other cards, you're gonna take a Lightning Bolt, or you're gonna take this to take out some creatures on the board. If you want to watch some more lists like this, maybe get some deck ideas, hear this beautiful, luscious voice a little more, consider subscribing and checking out the channel. Again, if you want to submit some of your favorite obscure cards, you can become a $1 patron or YouTube member. We also do Friday night deck reviews, which you gain access to as well. So there you go, a little bit of gravy on top of that gravy for you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 20K by the end of the year because apparently I'm unpromotable. That's why YouTube won't push my videos. So here's my chance to stake my claim, YouTube. Balls. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.